To run DeepSeek R1 locally, you'd typically follow a process involving setting up your environment, downloading the required files, and running the model using Python or another platform that the model supports. DeepSeek is a project related to deep learning, and the R1 version might be a particular release or model within this project. While the exact setup might depend on the DeepSeek version you're referring to, here's a general guide for running deep learning models locally, especially if they are available on GitHub or similar repositories. 1. Check system requirements. 1. Hardware. Ensure that your system has a compatible GPU if you're planning to use hardware acceleration. 1. Deep learning models tend to require substantial compute power, particularly for training, so a decent GPU, like NVIDIA, is highly recommended. 2. Operating system. Most deep learning frameworks work on Windows, macOS, and Linux, but it's common for users to work in Linux or a Unix-based OS, e.g., Ubuntu. 2. Install required dependencies. Python. Ensure that you have Python installed. Most deep learning models rely on Python, usually version 3.6 or above. You can check your Python version by running bash copy Python version. 2. CUDA and CUDNN. If you're using an NVIDIA GPU, install CUDA and CUDNN for GPU acceleration. 2. These libraries are required to take advantage of hardware acceleration when running models. You can get CUDA from the NVIDIA website. CUDNN is available here. Download the pre-trained model, if necessary. 4. Some deep learning models require pre-trained weights. 4. If DeepSeek R1 provides pre-trained models or checkpoints, download them to your local machine. 4. Follow any instructions provided by the repository to obtain these models. 4. This could involve downloading from a URL or using a script to fetch the model. 7. Configure settings. 6. If there are configuration files, like a JSON or YAML file, make sure they're set up according to your local machine's environment. 6. Check for paths to datasets, model checkpoints, and hardware settings. Test and debug. 1. Check the console output to ensure everything is running smoothly. 2. If there are errors or issues, refer to the specific error messages for debugging. 2. Common issues could relate to missing dependencies, incompatible versions of Python libraries, or missing files like pre-trained model weights. 10. Monitor and optimize. 1. If the model runs slowly or consumes too much memory, you may need to tweak batch sizes, use mixed precision, or adjust other parameters to optimize performance.